Hey, welcome back to the Life Coach Launchpad. My name's BJ, and I'm here every week talking to you about all the online business things that, as it turns out, need to happen in order to have a successful life coaching business. I'm a business coach. I love to help life coaches make more money, get more clients, have more fun, and to do what they love to do, what they're meant to do, and that's coaching. So, let's dive right in. Today, I'm sharing the practice that ties all of your good habits together. I'm talking about implementing a good daily startup and shutdown sequence. I've shared how to start a new good habit by understanding the 4 stages of habit, how to increase the likelihood of sticking with a new habit by attaching it to your identity, stringing a new habit to an existing established one, time blocking, transferring your to-do list to your calendar, using recurring time blocks as a foundation for your weekly schedule. We've talked about a lot when I name them all out. Now I'm sharing the daily practice that puts it all together. Let's start with step 1 of a healthy startup sequence, and that is just clearing your workspace. Before doing anything, take a few minutes to organize and declutter your space. Put away any papers, clear off your desk, and tidy up the area around you. A clean and orderly workspace helps minimize distractions and creates mental clarity so you can focus on what you are supposed to be working on right now. For some reason, I didn't think of it until right now, but I would show you my workspace, but I'm not going to move the camera. But my point is that even though I wasn't prepared to show it to you, there's a notebook with a pen, there's my coffee cup, there's water, and there's headphones. All of these things I use on a daily basis. There's just not a lot of clutter. It brings me a lot of satisfaction having it that way. Think of this as clearing the runway before takeoff. Starting fresh sets the tone for a productive and stress-free day. It's a small step that makes a big difference. And honestly, it just feels great. All right, step 2 of a healthy startup sequence is all about focus. Review your goals. Step 2. Take a moment to revisit your long-term and short-term goals. Whether it's a big project, a monthly target, or today's priorities, reminding yourself of these keeps you aligned with what truly matters. This step is about connecting the dots between what you're working on today and your bigger vision. This step really helps with motivation because inevitably you're going to have a hard time getting started for the day. Working on a project that is more long-term oriented, or you just don't want to work for whatever reason. It happens. This brings you back to your why. Say you're struggling to record the next module for your course. You just don't want to do it, and you find all sorts of things to do instead, like following up with clients, organizing your desk, like I just told you to do, replying to emails. You get the point. All these things can be good, but they can also be a distraction. By checking in with your goals, say you would do anything in order to make enough money to retire your spouse, spend more quality time with your kids, or impact more lives with your coaching. By checking in with your goals, it just reminds you that, yes, you have to do this work in order to achieve them. And this task that's in front of you is exactly what needs to be done. Now, let's go do it. Step 3 is plan your day. Start by reviewing your calendar to see what's already scheduled. Ideally, you should already have a skeleton schedule from creating your ideal week that you then transferred to your calendar. What I'm introducing right now that's new in this startup sequence is identifying your big 3. These are the tasks that will move the needle the most. There's going to be tons of things that need to be done. These are the tasks that most directly are working towards your goals. Identify your big 3 and build them into your schedule for the day. You can take a recurring time block and replace it with a specific task from your big 3. By focusing on your big 3, you'll have a clear roadmap for the day and ensure you're dedicating your time to what matters most. It's not about doing everything, it's about doing the right things. This is also time when you can Migrate tasks from your to-do list into your calendar. If they don't fall into your big three, schedule them farther out in the future based on their urgency and importance. Step 4 is all about focus and presence. Step 4 is center yourself. Before diving into your work, take a few minutes to prepare mentally and emotionally for the day. This can look different for everyone. Review an inspirational quote, practice mindfulness or meditation, say a quick prayer, or repeat a positive affirmation. This is a great opportunity to remind yourself of your identity-based habits. I am a consistent creator. I am a coach who leads by example. I am a lifelong learner. I am a visionary entrepreneur. I am resilient and adaptable. You can turn your identity into a mantra. But this step of is what you choose to make of it. You want it to be something that helps you reset, refocus, and approach your day with intention. Step 5 is a bit controversial. It is tackling administrative tasks. I find this is great for most coaches. Take a few minutes to handle minor but necessary tasks like responding to emails, organizing notes, or updating your calendar. Addressing these small items early prevents them from interrupting your focus later in the day. I have a client who views email as busy work. In this case, it is a distraction from her big three, and she handles email later in the day. This is why it's controversial. But for most coaches, by spending a short, dedicated time on administrative work at the beginning of the day, you create space for deeper, more meaningful work without distractions. Step 6 is to begin with your most important task. Look at your big three and choose the task that will have the most significant impact. By starting your day with this priority, you're using your peak energy and focus to tackle what matters most. It also takes into account the ever-present risk that tasks scheduled at the end of the day may not get done. This approach sets the tone for a productive day and ensures you make meaningful progress right from the start. When you follow this startup sequence, you'll create clarity and build momentum. Your business and your personal life just feels more under control. It's less overwhelmed. If you see where I'm going with this, and I did mention at the beginning, there's also a shutdown sequence, which I'll get to next time. If you'd like help figuring out how to best set up your days so that your days, which means eventually your whole business, feels under control, set up a free mini session at bjbutler.com.